Has there ever been a good one? Oh, hi, and welcome to another episode of LP and Laundry. If this is your first time, here's how it works. I play one side of an unusual record. We talk about it before, a little bit during, and over the course of it, I'll fold some laundry. It's not really about the laundry, but I have been told that it is oddly compelling. This week, we are going to depart from the world of easy listening, exotica and whatnot, and we're actually going to have some patriotic music. We're going to be listening to An Open Letter to My Teenage Son. As you can imagine, the open letter is fraught. And then there will be some patriotic music that will play along with it as well. Because why not? We live in deeply divided times, just as during the time when this came out. I assume it was probably during the 1960s when the baby boomers were rebelling against what they saw were injustices in society. The people who are now in their late 60s and so forth, and they certainly have stuck to those values, haven't they? How about I get it started and let the passive aggressiveness begin? First track is An Open Letter to My Teenage Son.
Dear son, you asked my reaction to long hair or beards on young people. Some great men have worn long hair and beards, George Washington and Abe Lincoln. If to you long hair or a beard is a symbol of independence, if you believe in your heart that the principles of this country, our heritage, is worthy of this display of pride, that all men shall remain free, that free men at all times shall not inflict their personal limitations of achievements on others, to demand your own rights as well as the rights of others, and be willing to fight for this right, you have my blessing. You ask that I not judge you merely as a teenager, to judge you on your own personal habits, abilities, and goals. This is a fair request, and I promise I will not judge any person only as a teenager. If you will constantly remind yourself that some of my generation judges people by their race, their belief, or the color of their skin, and this is no more right than saying all teenagers are drunken dope addicts or glue sniffers. If you will judge every human being on his own individual potential, I will do the same. You ask me if God is dead. This is a question each individual must answer within himself. With a warm summer day, with all its brightness, all its sound, all its exhilarating breathiness, just happen? God is love. Remember that God is a guide and not a stormtrooper. Realize that many of the past and present generation, because of a well-intentioned but unjustifiable misconception, have attempted to legislate morality. This created part of the basis for your generation's need to rebel against our society. With this knowledge, perhaps your children will never ask, is God dead? I sometimes think that much of mankind is attempting to work him to death. You ask my opinion of draft card burners. I would answer this way. All past wars have been dirty, unfair, immoral, bloody, and second-guessed. However, history has shown most of them necessary. If you doubt that our free enterprise system in the United States is worth protecting, if you doubt the principle on which this country was founded, that we remain free to choose our religion, our individual endeavors, our method of government. If you doubt that each free individual in this great country should reap awards commensurate only with his own efforts, then it's doubtful that you belong here. If you doubt that people to govern us should be selected by their desire to allow us to strive for any goal we feel capable of attaining, then it's doubtful you should participate in their selection. If you are not grateful to a country that gave your father an opportunity to work for his family, to give you the things you've had, and you do not feel pride enough to fight for your right to continue in this manner, then I assume the blame for your failure to recognize the true value of our birthright. I would remind you that your mother will love you no matter what you do, because she's a woman. And I love you too, son. But I also love our country and the principles for which we stand. If you decide to burn your draft card, then burn your birth certificate at the same time. From that moment on, I have no son.
Oof, pulling out the nuclear option there, Dad. You're a grand old flag.
There's a feeling comes a stealing, and it sets my brain a-reeling when I'm listening to the music of a military band. Any tune like Yankee Doodle simply sets me off my noodle. It's the patriotic something that no one can understand.
We down south in the land of cotton.
Melody untiring, ain't that inspiring?
Hurrah, hurrah,
And that's going some for the Yankees by gum. Red, white, and blue, I am for you. Honest, you're a grand old flag. You're a grand old flag. You're a high-flying flag. And forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or a brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
you're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave.
Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or a brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Next up, Spirit of Liberty. Next up, A Boy in Buckskin. It's worth two in the bush.
There was a boy in buckskin and a gal in calico fell in love one day down around the Alamo.
And like true pioneers of the western frontier,
They made our country grow and grow and grow
with just
a covered wagon
over a mountain,
over streams. They fought and died along the way.
to their new land of dreams.
If Davy Crockett could return and speak to us today,
Well, way down deep in his brave heart,
here's just what he would say. Oh, it was a boy in buckskin and a gal in calico fell in love one day down around the Alamo.
and like true pioneers of the western frontier,
They made our country grow and grow and grow. It was a boy in buckskin and a gal in calico fell in love one day down around the Alamo.
and like true pioneers of the western frontier,
They made our country grow and grow and grow. Oh.
Lots of different genres here. Victory March is the last one. And that is it for side one of An Open Letter to My Teenage Son. I did neglect to say who it is by, but of course, real Americans don't really do it for glory. This was by Griffin's Paraders, featuring Arthur Sterling. Thanks as always for joining me. As usual, I should remind you a few things. If you enjoyed this or other videos like this, make sure that you take a moment to like this video, share this video however you can, subscribe to this channel. You can also look at previous episodes of LPN Laundry. They are all embedded and archived at mattfugate.blogspot.com. Once again, that is mattfugate.blogspot.com. You can also join the fun at Facebook, facebook.com/lplaundry. No and in there. facebook.com/lplaundry. Otherwise, have a great next period of time until I see you again. And as always, keep watching the skies.